All right, now what do we have for sleeper?
All right, so I'll give you, I got three sleepers here. One of them is not on the list that we have because we only went to our top 15. But
Yeah.
I made sure I wanted to get one of the guys that maybe you're waiting until the end of your draft or someone that's going to fall real deep.
Might be undrafted.
Yeah. So a couple guys I had was three. I had Cam Newton. Cam Newton, obviously as we discussed before, he had since 2011 the most rushing yards of any player in the NFL inside the red zone. And then you look at the Patriots, who have the most goal-to-go rushing touchdowns in the NFL. As we said, it's a match made in heaven. I think he can have a big season, and just based on where he's drafted, I mean, if he falls a little bit, I mean, you're getting a steal. Next one I have is this is the one that wasn't on the list, is Drew Lock. I think that with the additions of Jerry Jeudy, KJ Hamler, it's given him serious weapons to work with, and they're handling it almost the opposite of what they're doing with Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay. They're giving him these weapons. They're going out and getting a running back like Melvin Gordon, and they already have that pass catching running back in Philip Lindsay. They're giving him these weapons to at least give him a chance to say, all right, if he doesn't work out, we still have these weapons here that we can have another guy come in and try him with this system. And I think that Drew Lock is a talent that we saw last year, and they're going all in on him. And I really can't blame him when you look at his stats from last year and stuff. It all adds up to he can be a sleeper pick and a true breakout candidate this year. I can't even talk. But no. So number one,
we're getting punch drunk here.
Yeah,
we're
getting a little tipsy here. But so number one sleeper though I have is Daniel Jones. I mean, as we discussed, his stats with the 4 or more games, the 28 fantasy points or more. The 3 games of 4+ TDs, and the impact players that he had on offense that were hurt, and he was still able to do that. I'm curious to see what happens this year, and I think that he's going to fall in drafts. He's like a little forgotten guy. I think that you can get some real good value with where he's going to be picked.
My main 3 sleepers are the 3 that I was talking about earlier. It's that bunch of Cam Newton, Big Ben, and Tom Brady. I think all of them are kind of been pretty much, like you said, forgotten. And I think all 3 of them could be a top three player in this fantasy. So, dude, everything that I mentioned earlier, like the value in terms of when you draft those guys versus when you could be drafting some of the players after Lamar and Mahomes, I think it's just there. I think the top 3 potential for Cam, Ben, and Brady is, I think it's tremendous. So that's why I have those 3 guys as my sleepers. Everything that we mentioned whenever we were talking about those guys, where they can all be top 3 in fantasy this year.
Absolutely.
So so I got them 3. I'm trying to think if I mentioned Stafford a little bit, but I'm more high on Ben, Brady, and Cam than Stafford in terms of being sleepers.
And what? Stafford's another one up there that, based on where he's being drafted, his ADP, I think that he has extreme value. We only had a small sample size based on what he did last year, but I don't know. I think that Matt Stafford this year is in the line for a really good year and a really special year for the Lions.